Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is DarkPrince and today we are going to be 1v1ing very famous person. In fact, they're one of the top bedwars players. They're number 235. We were going to do, what's it called? Bedwars duel, or we were going to 1v1 in bedwars, but we couldn't find any. So that was kind of annoying. But yeah, hopefully we can secure the dub unlike we can in Bed Wars. But we're just gonna be doing a couple of bridge duels for this video. I will shout out his channel in the description because that's something that I do. So you can see here that I will be using advanced technique called gapples. Before we go in for the duel, and he of course won. There couldn't have been a more obvious victory. Alright, I guess I got the kill there. This is actually pretty fun though. I will shout him out in the description. His channel will be linked down below, along with the texture pack that I am using in this video. Also, if you guys ever want to talk to me, if you guys just ever want to talk to me, then the best way that you guys can be able to talk to me is through my Discord, which will be in the description below. But while we're 1v1ing, I think I'm going to tell you guys some old stories that I barely remember because I have a bad memory. But yeah, so the first story I'm going to tell you guys is the first time I ever got a detention, or the first time I ever got a referral in school. It was elementary school. It didn't really matter. I can't build higher. So this was about first grade, I think. It was just like a normal day, like doing coloring or whatever first graders do. But before the class started, me and my friend were walking around the school because that's something we thought we could do, but turns out we weren't allowed to. And we saw this kid, and we're like, dude, is that, for the sake of story, I'm gonna call them Jack. So we were like, dude, so I was like, dude, is that Jack? And he was like, yeah, I think that's Jack. So he went over and said, dude, aren't you Jack? And he was like, no, I'm not Jack. But we kept saying like, dude, but you're Jack, right? But you're Jack. And he was like, no, well, I'm not Jack. And we kept doing that for like 5 minutes maybe or something stupid like that. It was really stupid of us, and we should have just stopped the first time he said no. But again, it was first grade, so we were just doing our first grader thing, and I decided to leave because it was like a couple minutes before we had to get to our classroom. So I left, and my friend, I don't know what he did. I didn't really care. It wasn't my problem. So I left, and then a couple minutes into class, I was probably like coloring Thomas Jefferson purple or something. Not great. I get called to a teacher's room. I don't know the teachers. I don't even know it was like on the other side of school. I didn't really know where to go. So, but I eventually got there. And the teacher was like, hey, I heard you were bullying this student. And I'm like, what? Because I was really confused. And I was like, I thought he was Mark, and kept asking if he was Mark for a bit. And she was like, no, you called him a vampire and threw up like gang signs and stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, I didn't think that she was good, or I didn't think that she was like doing. I didn't know what was happening. So eventually she explains it to me like, oh, alright, we are gonna be doing more duels. She was like, oh, well, that kid told his brother that you were bullying him, and I was like, what do you mean? All I did was ask if he was marked or not. And then, like I said, they were talking about like the gang stuff and stuff. I don't know. But then all of a sudden, she sends me out. She says, "Alright, thank you, blah blah blah, whatever teachers say," and she sends me on my way back to class. And then I get home that day, and my mom gets a phone call. I didn't expect anything, because I was a kid, but apparently I got a referral, and that was the school calling to say, hey, your son was bad and got a referral because he threw up gang signs at a kid or something like that. He was speaking sign language and we thought it was gang signs or something like that. So like I had to explain to my mom, no, I wasn't throwing up gang signs. I asked if this kid was whatever I said, Jack or not, for like 5 minutes, and then decided to leave. And my friend, I'm just gonna call all the people in the story friend. They're not all the same. They're different for every story. If there is a friend in them, but she was like, well, all right, I luckily didn't get suspended, but I did get a referral, which is still on my permanent record, which is kind of annoying. But it's life. You gotta deal with it. I have to learn to deal with it. Shoot there. Ooh, nice. Alright. So that's the first story. The second story is about the time that, I almost died. Because that did indeed happen. So it's a normal day for me. I was playing water polo at the time, so I was at water polo practice. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I was like 7 years old. I don't know why they had 7-year-olds up at 9 o'clock at night doing water polo. And if you don't know what water polo is, it's basically basketball, soccer, and swimming all mixed together. It's really weird, but I did it because all my brothers were doing it at the time. And great job, me. And we were just doing our thing, and I was hanging out with this group of kids who were like 13, and I was like 7 at the time, so I thought that they were really cool. And then eventually, like, we were just messing around, they were jokingly like pushing each other under the water and then like letting go and stuff. So I wanted to join in and jokingly pushed one of them under the water for like a second, let up. And it was like a little joke, like, haha, I got you, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, I didn't even see him go up or come up. But all of a sudden, I get shoved underwater, and I don't know why. So like I'm under there, he's holding me down, like I cannot breathe because I'm under the water. Okay. Well, I am not able. Man forfeited, but wait. Well, like I'm underwater, like I'm stuck under. This dude's holding me, and he's a strong dude. So I'm there, like drowning, and like he's got me under for a solid like minute. Like not a minute because I couldn't hold my breath for that long, but how? So what happened was, he's holding me under, blah blah blah. And he finally lets go when like all my breath finally comes out, like I'm about to like die. I see my life flash before my eyes, like half a second, because my life is very short so far. I'm only 6. But then like there's very little time left for me, and I barely managed to get up to the surface, and this dude's like panting, and I'm also over here panting a lot because I was almost killed. And I asked, like, bro, what was that? And he's like, you held me underwater? I held you underwater for the same amount of time. I'm like, that wasn't the same amount of time. I don't care. I don't know if that's actually what he said, but he said something like that. But and then I didn't really talk to him for the rest of the practice, but next practice I obviously talked to him because it's like 2 hours long each. But yeah, that was the story of how I almost died. I guess we have time for about one more story, I'd say. And then I'll just go for however long this guy wants to go for. The last story is gonna be about the time my brother hacked the school. Or something. I don't know. But this is when my brother was in elementary school. He was in 4th grade at the time. He's pretty young. So like he's pretty young, like maybe 9, 10. And he decides that he wants to play pinball during class one day. So what happens is, okay, I'm gonna learn to talk. So he goes ahead and, he's bored. He goes ahead and tries to download pinball on the computer, but he realizes that he can't. And so he keeps trying, keeps failing. And eventually, he does end up downloading it somehow. I don't know how he did it, but when he downloaded it, he hacked into the mainframe of the school. He hacked into the school, and he was able to download he didn't just download pinball on his computer. He downloaded it on every computer in the entire school. So, like, after that happened, he's in the principal's office for I don't even know how long, probably a really long time. And they're asking him, like, how'd you do that? Like, the tech people are asking him, like, how he did that. And he's, like, not answering, not cooperating and stuff. So, I don't know what they do, but eventually, like, but I know that they called my mom. That's, like, all I know that they did. But, they were calling, and then they're like, hey, your son... This man is 235 in bedwars worldwide and couldn't bridge properly and died. But like they call my mom, or they call the mom. They call his mom, or I guess it's also my mom. So like they call my mom, like they say, hey, your kid hacked into the school. That's not allowed. Blah blah blah, whatever. So, my mom comes in, she does whatever she does, and like they're still there trying to figure out how this 9-year-old kid did that. Hacked into the entire school, hacked into the school's computer and was able to download pinball. So she shows up and is like, well, and they're trying to suspend him, and she's like, your tech people can't even figure out how he did that. So why are you suspending him if he's short, or if he's better than your tech people? And the principal, and they went on for a bit, yada yada yada, and eventually my brother did get off scot-free. I think he just got like an after-school detention or something. But yeah, so those are the 3 stories I'll tell. But I can tell you guys, or I'll tell you guys one more story while we're doing this last one. So actually no, it's not even gonna be a story. I'll just tell you guys about Helen, Georgia. So Helen, Georgia is a really beautiful place that I love. It was like a really cool experience for us to go there. Like, it's a super cool place. Like, not like top notch. It's a like small German town in Georgia. It was originally made by like German people, I think. But yeah, it was originally made by German people and stuff. Okay. And it's just a really cool place. It has like a national park like right next to it. There's a bunch of like cool little shops. But it's really cool. If you're ever in Georgia, you should definitely visit it. You can go down to Chattahoochee. I bought a knife there. Not illegally. I don't know. It wasn't illegal, that's a lie. But like I got I got a really cool knife there. But it's just like a pretty cool place in general. Like, they got a lot of cool shops. Like, there's underground parts. There's a lock bridge. I put a lock on there. You guys are never gonna find it because there's like a million locks. Okay. Well, I think that's the last. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!